Once, in a small village outside of Kiev, a humble peasant named Isaac had this very disturbing dream. And in the dream, he saw that there was a treasure buried underneath the bridge in front of the Tsar's palace. And he woke up very disturbed. So, of course, he went to his wife and said, "Listen, I had this dream. It's really kind of weird. I thought I saw this treasure that was buried under the bridge in front of the Tsar's palace. You think I should go and dig it up?" She looked at him and said, "What, are you nuts? You're Am Ha'aretz, a man of the land. You've never been anywhere outside of the village. It's just a crazy dream. It's probably a bad piece of gefilte fish. Just forget about it." But the dream happened again the next night, and so he went to one of his best friends, Chaim, and said, "So, Chaim, what do you think about this dream? The buried treasure by the bridge near the Tsar's palace in Kiev." "Isaac, you believe anything. You're such a simpleton. I have dreams like this all the time. Just forget about it." But he couldn't. And, the things that happen once never happen again, but things that happen twice are likely to happen 3 times. So he had to dream a 3rd time, and this time he went to the rabbi. He figures maybe the rabbi will be able to uncover this. So he went to the rabbi, he told the rabbi the dream, and the rabbi says, "Well, there's a tradition of interpreting dreams like Joseph in the Bible, but I don't think that you're on the same level as a holy Joseph, so I think you should just forget about it." But he couldn't. And sometimes there are things that bug you so much you have to just forget everything and just follow what your intuition tells you. So he did. And he had no provisions, and he walked all the way a couple of 100 miles to get to Kiev. Unbelievable. He was ragged and tattered and disheveled and dirty and hungry by the time he got there. But you know what? When he got to Kiev, there was the bridge exactly as it looked like in his dream. He was ecstatic. But at the same time, he was kind of nervous and anxious. He'd never been to a big city before, and it must have caught the eye of the captain of the guards because he looked suspiciously out of place. And the captain of the guards came over to him right away and said, "What are you doing here?" And in a nanosecond, he just spilled the dreams. I had this dream, and it told me I should go to the bridge by the Tsar's palace in Kiev and dig up a buried treasure there. And that's why I came here." The captain said, "You are such an idiot. You went all this way for a dream? I have stupid dreams like that also. I once dreamt that in this village far, far away from Kiev, in the kitchen of a man named Isaac, there was a treasure buried underneath his hearth. So do you see me going there to this village to try to find the treasure? Get out of here before I arrest you." Isaac got the message. Oh my God. He walked all the way back home, went to the kitchen, looked in the hearth, dug underneath the floor, and there was a buried treasure. I guess it's almost like Dorothy wanting to go back home and find out that that's the best place to be.